Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Haxenhunt. Today's episode, we are going to be showing you a quick little trick with the Hamskea Trinity rest. That is the rest that I have chosen to be putting here on my new Matthews VXR 28. I've already shot it a few times, but I just wanted to show you guys a tip on the up cable, or the release cable, or whatever you want to call that, to allow it to go up and down. So you have a little bit less of a chance that it is going to get snagged on a branch while you are hunting. So if you want to see this tip, go ahead and stay tuned. Alright, so right here, I actually just eyeballed this rest when I put it on, and I shot it through paper once. It's really close. I have not tuned this bow quite yet. I have shot it out to 100 yards, and it is pretty dang good. But everything has just been slapped on here for right now, because I haven't had time yet to do a build video on it yet. So haven't built it yet. That way I can do it here on a video. But just want to show you guys a quick trick. So here is the cable that attaches to that rest. So when the bow's in the resting position, it should be having that, bring it over here, having that rest in the down position when the bow is let down. And then when you pull the bow back, that should rise up, come up, and then when you shoot, boom, comes back down. So being a limb-driven rest, when you draw back that limb, so right here, it's attached to the limb, so when that limb bends, it allows that rest to come up, and when you shoot, boom, drops back down. The reason why you would do a limb-driven rest versus a cable-driven rest is because the down cable moves a lot quicker than the up cable. So the up cable is the reaction of the limbs going back up, basically. Does that make sense? And then the up is the cams rotating, so they move a lot faster. So this actually allows your rest to be up a lot longer and then dropping right at the last second when that arrow is on that. So anyway, having the string attached here to the limb gives you, I mean, if you look at that, gives you all of that extra string that is going to get snagged, in my opinion. So that's why I've always done a cable-driven rest, because I'm like, I don't want that extra string just because it's so compact, it's nice. And then I was like, you know what? There's got to be a better way. So I've actually seen some other people do it. John Dudley actually changed the PSE that he helped build, that he left a little spot right here on this little yoke splitter here, down here on the bottom. So that is actually the up cable. So right here on Matthews, as you guys can see right there's a hole that I'm actually just going to tie that into. So what I do, bring that in and then kind of pull that down tight, but that rest isn't quite all the way down, so I make sure I push that rest down, and then I pull this spring a little bit there. That way that spring kind of right there kind of stretches out. And then what I'm going to do, sorry, I don't have a bow vise here at my house. So I'm going to hold that, and then I'm going to wrap it through this yoke splitter a few times to give that a little extra friction, so that way when I go ahead and tie a knot into it, it doesn't loosen up at all. So let's see, we'll do it 3 times. I'll show you guys. So right there, See that wrapped around that 3 different times. And then what I'm going to do, see if I can set this here. All right. And then what I'm going to do is, I think it's called a hitch knot, double hitch knot or something. So I'm going to wrap it around like that and then slide that down. Nice and snug right there. And then go again. Go through, so up there and then come back down. Snug that, and then let's do it a 3rd time. And since I have not set my bow up fully, I still have this big chunk of string left over, and I'm just sliding it through this little loop up here just to take up more of that, and then I do that same hitch knot up here just for right now, temporarily. Once it's all said and done, then I'll have that cut and, you know, get a little lighter and melt the end of it down there. But that is set up right there, so that rest is down snug, and then when you draw back, that rest is going to come up, shoot, and it's going to go down. So that's kind of the quick tip. I'll show you guys here. Now, instead of having that string come all the way down here, it's just quick little, a lot shorter and a lot more into the bow. So you're gonna have you're gonna have a little bit of a less opportunity for that to get hung up on a tree branch, or, you know, anything while you're out hunting, snagging on your backpack while you're taking it off or whatever. So that kind of made me feel a little bit better about using a limb-driven rest. But that's about all I have for you guys today. Just kind of showing you that little trick in having that added into the up cable rather than just on the limb. So hopefully that helped you guys out. Don't forget, if you want a VXR for free, I'll show you guys here. I've got my decals, boom. All you gotta do is go to haxenhunt.com, buy a decal. I got a few different options here. Here's a cool little deer one. I got a couple other ones, but those decals are $10 on my website, and what I actually do is I use the money that I make off of those to be able to give bows away and help people get into archery or get their dream bow if they can't afford it or whatever. Or even if you can't afford it, nothing's better than winning a new bow, you know. So any bow possible. So whatever bow you want, we're gonna get you hooked up. So to get entered, all you gotta do is buy a decal at haxenhunt.com. I do have some hats on there as well. Got a few left in stock, so if you want to rep a hat, go ahead and get one of those. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate you guys, and I'm so excited to continue to grow my channel and my brand to be a well-known, at-home, in-shop brand, you know. So anyway, thank you to all of you, and we'll see you guys next time.